Hey guys, welcome to the YouTube channel. As many of you know, I stream a lot of video games on Twitch and I post a lot of them here, but lately I've been doing a few Halloween looks. So today, this is the Zombie Snow White. I hope you enjoy.
The main thing is that I bought this thing. It's a prosthetic of like an open wound that we're gonna have to make it look like realistic.
So this is my first time using prosthetics, scar wax, and real SFX makeup stuff.
I don't know.
Yeah. YOLO. So after a bit of trial and error, we finally got the prosthetic on using some spirit gum, which is basically face glue. Don't feel discouraged if you need to redo it to get the perfect position. I did redo it once, and I didn't show it in the video. But once we got the perfect position, it was good to go.
That feels so weird. Okay, so now my other question is, to remove this, should I use the liquid latex? Overclockers use liquid latex to protect the motherboard from water when they use liquid nitrogen. My face isn't a motherboard, bro.
Well, to answer the earlier question, no, you use acetone on a Q-tip and slowly peel away the edge.
So I'm just using some acetone and it's kind of breaking down the prosthetic and sticking it to my face in the process, the edges. It feels kind of cool. Let me figure out how to use like liquid latex now. Now I'm thinking I just like put it on and blend it out. That's kind of what I'm going with. It actually smells like poop.
So that's pretty much it with liquid latex. Just blend around the edges to make a smooth finish.
I thought we could play with some of the scar wax as well today. Scar wax. I feel like we should just stick it on my face and go from there. What do we say? We just turn it into a gash.
So with the scar wax, I first applied a little bit of the spirit gum, which is basically the face glue, and then kind of blended it out to be like an extra layer of skin. After that, I took this tool and basically did a jagged line through the scar wax to mimic a scar. The only tip I'd have with scar wax is just make sure you really smooth out those edges. And also if you want to use Vaseline, that's what I'm dipping the tool in and my fingers, because the scar wax can get a bit sticky.
Oh yeah, I need to put the liquid latex on the scar wax. I'm an idiot. This stuff really smells. Sick. We do a little bit more blending and then we're good to decorate. So this is like a bruise palette basically. I'm thinking I try create some sort of darkish circles around the eyes. That's what I was thinking we start with.
With any face paint, you definitely want to start off with a lot less and build up throughout the process. You can always add more, but it's a lot harder to take away if you make a mistake. As you can see here, to create the zombie look, I've kind of blended different shades of yellows and greens, as well as purples and reds under the eyes and around the actual scar. From there, I took some reds and pinks and started filling in where the flesh would be.
We're looking fleshy.
I can't stress enough the importance of building up, so all the base tones were very light, and then I went in afterwards with darker shades.
I kind of want to make like gross green cut stuff.
The same applies for the actual scars. Started off with really light tones and then built up the color. I will say that on the scar wax, you want to be a bit more gentle because there is a layer of liquid latex over to harden the scar wax, but it is still soft underneath. So just be careful painting that.
I'm trying to make it look infected. Are we getting the infected effect? Do we look like we could give you rabies? do double wound.
Here I decided to add more wounds to the neck. I try to go for like a bullet wound over here on the collarbone, so it's a different shape to the scars on the neck and forehead.
I know we have to liquid latex it, and blend it, and then make it look sick. Looking good.
So with the coloring, I did the same process as before, started with the lighter colors and slowly built up to the darker colors. To make different textures and the kind of blotchy look, I used a combination of sponges and cotton pads. I feel like the cotton pads give a really different texture to the sponges, but both work really well.
Some greeny texture there. Now me. Who would eat my flesh?
Around the eye, I used a combination of purple and brown eyeshadows. I tend to prefer to use eyeshadow on the sensitive, loose eye skin.
Okay, time to add the blood, I think. I think we're kind of done on the skin texture. So much different blood, like literally the different consistencies.
I mainly used two types of fake blood here. The one was a really thin, lighter in color blood that I used kind of as a base layer. And then afterwards, I used the thicker, darker, clotted fake blood.
Okay, the consistency of this blood is very, very, very runny. Not gonna use that now. I could actually just make it darker. I could make a couple things of it darker, and then I think I'll be fully satisfied.
Just to make sure the texture had a big enough impact, I took a sponge and I used quite a few of the darker purples, and I just added a whole bunch of really gross texture to finish it off.
Yeah, I think that's way better.
Thanks for watching, guys. That's the finished look. I'm really happy with how it came out. I'll definitely be doing more gory makeup in the future.
What does a zombie do?